What's up, guys? So, we have a new champion at welterweight. JDM got it done. We backed him to win at 3-1 when the odds dropped significantly after the Leon and Sean Brady fight. 3-1 underdog. He brought it home, brought it to us. What a fight. Hats off to JDM and also to Bilal. If people are talking about Bilal being a bad fighter or a boring fighter, they don't have a clue. Like if you are sat watching this video and you say, I don't like Bilal, Bilal's boring, Bilal's not that good, blah blah blah, like you're stupid. Sorry. Anyway, let's get to the card. So, apologies, I've just got my notes on my phone, just so that I remember so I don't miss any of the fights. Alright, so Brad Katona versus Beck Zat. This was an interesting one. I actually bet Brad Katona to get this done. I thought that Brad was going to showcase a better MMA game. I thought he was going to be more all-rounded. And I thought, look, we've got a bit of tape on Bezcat. We know that if you wrestle him, you might be able to control him. And we knew two things. We knew he's got power, and if you wrestle him, you can control him. What did Brad Katona do? He didn't shoot a fucking takedown, that's for sure. So, yeah, fair play. Caught him with the big right hand, got knocked out, probably deserved it for bad fight IQ. Then we got Daniel Santos taking on Lee Young. It's Lee Young. Sorry, I'm going to butcher some of these Pan-Asian names over the course of the future. Yeah, so I actually had Lee to win and to beat Daniel Santos. I picked him a couple of weeks before the fight, got him at plus money, got him at like a 2, like plus 200. And then he dropped to a significant favourite, so I was quite a big favourite. I think it was 1.6. So I was like, great, definitely made the right choice here. Then I saw the scales, and I was like, Santos looked fucked. Like, he would look like he was dying on the scales. I was like, I made the fucking best choice. I've just picked this fight beautifully. I thought Young was going to be too fast for him, too strong for him, too big for him. Daniel Santos was moving up a weight class. They got into the ring. I'm looking at them. Young is absolutely, like, in phenomenal shape. And Santos looks like he's been eating Cheetos for the past 6 months. And I just thought, the bookies might as well just pay me now. Like, I'll let the bookies off. I'll give them a bit of their money back if they just pay me now. But fucking hell, I was wrong. Santos got the win. Fair play to him. Mixed it in. Got the wrestling going. When are these fucking MMA fighters gonna learn that, like, you can't just box? Like, if this is fucking MMA, like, just boxing's not gonna work. You know? Just boxing's not gonna work. Just kickboxing's not gonna work. Just wrestling's not gonna work. You have to have fucking levels, bro. Anyway, Marc-Andre Barriault versus Bruno Silva. I picked Barriault. Was an easy pick for me. I should have hammered him, to be honest, because I got him at plus money. Or I got him close to plus money. Bruno Silva quit. Fucking, I don't know when Bruno Silva quit. Years ago, by the looks of it. His best performance was against Alex Pereira. Took him to a decision, but I mean, since then it's just been downhill. And Barriault got a nasty finish with those elbows. Congratulations to him. Canadian fighter, you know, winning in Canada. Fair play to him. Then we have Navajo Sterling and Ivan Erslan. Again, when are these MMA fighters going to learn that you can't just fucking box? Like, Erslan didn't throw a leg kick. He didn't shoot a tape. I think he did three leg kicks in the fucking fight. Like, what the fuck is that shit, bro? Like, but with that being said, I wasn't overly impressed with Sterling. As a prospect, as someone who is meant to be sort of the next big thing, you know, he's 205 pounds of just, he looks phenomenal. Like, he looks incredible. And Ivan looks like he fucking, you know, chilling at the barbecue. But Sterling has no pop. Like, fair enough in the first couple of, in the later rounds, like, you know, when you're fatigued and the muscle the oxygen isn't in your lungs anymore, it's in your muscle. Your lactic acid's building up, you're not as tight, you're not as fresh. Cool, like, I don't expect you to be as fast in the third as the first. But fuck me, he comes out and he's just got no pop in his jab. You know, he's got good shot selection, I'll give him that. And he did mix it in well, he got 3 takedowns. But, again, you know, Ersan has no wrestling. He's just a boxer. So, I think for my next time Sterling fights, depending on who he's fighting, the chances are I'm probably going to pick against him. If anyone at 205 has any sort of MMA, then I'm picking the other guy, unfortunately. But yeah, well done to him. Then we have Jessica Andrade and Jasmine Jasadu Vicious. What a name. Jasmine got it done. I had Jasmine to get it done. Andrade was just too small. She's 5'1", I think. And she's just got that sort of chubby, you know, I don't like saying that really. She's just got that chubby build, you know. She's not particularly dynamic. She's just looking for bombs. And Jasmine's big, like, she's tall. She's kept her at range. Kept her at range and then shot the takedown and submitted her. Like, fucking great performance, to be honest with you. I didn't see the submission coming. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see the submission coming, but there we go. Another pick that we got right. Oh my god. Then we had Kutabella taking on Bahakusas. I can't fucking say his name. I can never say his name. I'll never be able to say his name. What the fuck? I don't understand how judges, right, are getting paid to do this shit. It's not even that hard. Do you know what? When I see fights and they're close, like the JDM and Bilal, right? JDM won 3-2 on the scorecards. If he'd won 4-1, everyone would have gone, yeah, okay, cool. Even if he'd have won fucking all 5 rounds, people would have gone, yeah, all right, there's an argument for that. He did outstrike him in all 5 rounds. But, like, when it's fucking clear cut, when someone throws six strikes, lands 6 strikes in a round, and you give them the round, when the other person threw and landed double, and it's not like these shots were fucking huge, it didn't drop and there was no knockdowns. What the fuck are we doing? I had Kutabella, as you can probably tell by the tone of my voice, so I was pissed. I was pissed at that result. Yeah, sat those fucking judges. Then we had Mike Malott and Charles Radke. Another one that I got wrong. I had Charles Radke. I had Chuck Buffalo. Mike Malott is very good. He's very, very good. He's very technical. He's very clean. He's dangerous everywhere. And the reason that I bet Radke was because Mike Malott quit in his last fight. Like, he just quit. And I saw that happening with Charles Radke. I saw Charles Radke walking him down, tucking his chin, big left hook, and he's got power. He can knock you out in any round. He's got good cardio, so he'll have power in the first and power in the third. But he just couldn't get it done. You know, fair play to Mike Malott. You know, he's sort of the poster boy for Canada. You know, so makes sense. Another Canadian boy getting the win in Canada. Which is always nice. BSD versus Kyle Prepelec. Man, I am not big on BSD. I'm sorry, I am not big on BSD. Like, how this wasn't a round 1 finish is kind of crazy. Like, Prepelec he's just not very good at all. He came up to the UFC previously, lost all these fights, went back down to regional, hasn't even like been undefeated at regional, and then comes back up, and he's just shit. Like, what I don't understand is if I'm Kyle in that fight, I'm coming out and I'm just thinking, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not gonna beat him. He's a better fighter than me. I'm gonna come out and throw a fucking flying knee straight off the bat, throw fucking windmills, and just hope I catch him. But, you know, these fighters, they don't want to take these risks. And I understand that. It's very easy for me to say sat here. You know. But, yeah, game plan was bad. Joel Alvarez is gonna smoke BSD if BSD and Joel Alvarez run it back, because that was meant to be the fight. Joel Alvarez is gonna smoke BSD. He's not good. He's not got power in his hands. He gets caught in the pocket box. He gets caught with the pocket boxing, just like Dustin Poirier caught him. Joel Alvarez, too big, too fast, too technical, just too good. We'll be hammering Joel Alvarez when they next fight, but I imagine the odds will. The odds. Joel Alvarez was a fairly good favorite. I think even now he's going to be even bigger favorite. Alexa Grasso and Natalia Silva. I had Silva. I think Grasso is just a little bit past it. And I also had Silva. It's easy for me to sit here and say, oh, she did what I thought she was going to do when it happened, but she did what I thought she was going to do. Incredibly quick. Speed kills, man. And at the end of the day, especially at women's, because the women don't really have the power to knock people out. The women that do the best are normally the wrestlers, the strong wrestlers and the quick strikers. Because if you can just hit and not get hit, and you can take it to a decision. And if you can obviously wrestle, the Gillian Robertsons, Tatiana Suarez might obviously disregard the Zhang Weilin, because Zhang Weilin is the greatest female fighter of all time, in my opinion. You're going to get wins. So, yeah, hats off to Natalia Silva. I think she's going to be a problem at the flyweight. I don't know if she can take the belt, but definitely some good fights. Jose Aldo and Ayman Zahibi. What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? How? Someone explain to me, right? Someone, please, explain to me why you can outstrike someone 2 rounds, right? You outstrike them, there's no grappling. There's no control time. No one's against any fences, right? It's a fucking striking match. It's a fucking kickboxing match, right? Or Thai, whatever. No, I don't even think there's any elbows. It's a fucking kickboxing match. You outstrike someone. You hit them with the cleaner shots. You hit them with the better shots. You hurt them a little bit. Round 3 comes. You drop them. You kick them in the face. Twice. Running around the cage. Booting them like a fucking football. Running around round the stage, round the octagon. Jose Aldo was playing football with his head. And then, okay, he gassed in the last 2.5 minutes. And they gave him, and he suffered the loss. I don't know what these refs are doing, man. I really don't. I don't understand it. I bet Aldo. So it was annoying for me. But what can you do, man? You can't. You can get the judges. You can't make them any fucking good at their job. So, yeah, sack them as well. Valentina Shevchenko. A man on Fury. What a fight this was. Anyone saying that women's MMA is boring is a flipping twit. What a fight. Shevchenko just showed her class. I thought it was very close. Judges got this one bang on. It was. I did have it 3-2 to Shevchenko. But Fury looked dangerous at all points. I bet Shevchenko in this. I thought that the experience would get it done. And I love that style that Shevchenko has, where she just box, and then boom, counters. It's very hard to fight against because it makes you wary of entry. You don't want to go in. You don't want to crash in because you'll get caught. And then we had, the grappling came from the other side, which I didn't really expect too much. So that was good. It was a great game plan from both sides, from both corners. Which is something I love to see, because something that I feel that really lets the women's MMA down, and it's kind of not really their fault, is the cornering. Some of the cornering that I hear for the girls' fights is, I can't believe some of the shit that I'm hearing sometimes. Like, fuck, I mean, I'm not a coach or anything, but Jesus, man, like, you hear some fucking stupid shit. Anyway, yep, I'm happy for her. I think she is one of the best to do it. And I think that she gets her props. Like, now, she deserves it. She deserves the win. She deserves the belt. Finally, we got JDM and Bilal. I knew this was going to be a banger. I just fucking knew it. This was one of those where JDM, I saw JDM getting a submission, funnily enough. But I thought Bilal was going to be more aggressive with the takedowns. But I watched it back. So I've watched it once and then I've watched it twice. Because sometimes when you watch it live, like especially when you bet, you kind of I've noticed, especially with myself, is that I'll justify, I'll make it in my head so that my fighter's winning, you know, and that's the sort of the post that stays with me, right? So even if he didn't win a round, I'm like, oh yeah, he won that round, but well, he didn't. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Bilal showed us how fucking tough he is, how fucking good he is, how good of a boxer he is, and why he deserves to go down as one of the best to do it at this weight class. I feel like that he's 36, but I think he's turning 37 like very soon. I think he's 37 in maybe June. Yeah. He's shot a lot of takedowns. I think he shot 5. Got a few of them stuffed. Great takedown defense from Jack. Great cornering from Jack. From Jack's corner. We love that Aussie Britain link up. But man, fucking JDM, man. What a fighter. What a fighter. He did kind of exactly what we wanted him to do and what he should have done to get the decision, to get the win. He just executed his game plan. Like if you go back and watch the boxing and watch the striking from JDM, it's the body shots rolling off to the side, picking the shots, the 1-2s, slip, counters, the pulls. Oh, it is truly like just fucking phenomenal. They're talking about the best boxers in the UFC right now. They're talking about Ilia Topuria. They're talking about JDM. They're talking about fuck, who's the other one? Who's the one that said the best boxer in the UFC is? Shit. I don't know, but you've got those guys up there like Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, the ones that sort of made the claims. You got Sean Woodson that's actually got a fucking pro boxing fight win. He won a pro boxing match. But JDM, man, what a fighter. And now we've got Islam JDM, which, man, I am gonna have to get my head down to try and predict that one. Because I'll probably do a separate video on it. Because otherwise I'll be wittering all day. But yeah, props to JDM. Thank you for winning me a good amount of money. I never doubted you. Great fight. Hats off to Bilal. If you're a Bilal hater, you're an idiot. There's no reason to hate him. He's absolutely phenomenal. Put on one of the best title fight this year, without a doubt. Without a doubt, best title fight this year. Best main event this year, no doubt. Best fight this year? Fuck. Could be the best fight this year. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace.